Hey guys, it's Hallow back with another video. Today I'm playing College Hoops 2K8. Gonna get into some high school recruiting. Let's get into it now. First game, Quiet Storm versus Into Deep. We have one of the top high school prospects, and we're gonna see what he could do. I'm pretty sure it's this guy. I could check though. Yep, Holly Colton, averaging 22, 4, and 3 right now. Fourth best at his position, point guard. And maybe we could gain some interest from him. He has entrance in Indiana, UCLA, and Oregon. So that's where he's most likely to go. But you never know, maybe he could switch up and end up committing to the powerhouse, Kentucky. The Quiet Storm come out with the victory. Holly Colton had a really nice game. 27 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Pretty good efficiency. His teammates also played nice. This power forward, Edward, he had a nice game. Their shooting guard, he played a nice game. Their small forward had 17 rebounds. And the other team just couldn't get anything done. So they come out with the W. This next game, we have the #1 high school prospect right now. Plays for the Flow. They're 3-0. They're playing the players. Marcus Smart, 6'6", 250 pounds, and he is a point guard. And he has a lot of interest in our team. So it's looking like we're gonna have the #1 high school player again. And he only has interest from great teams. Oh, that was not a very good shot though. But he's kind of like Kawhi Leonard, mainly a defensive guy. That's what makes him stand out the most. And he's gonna lock down this little point guard. I don't know what this little point guard thinks he's doing. Wow. And he could do some damage in the paint. You see they're double teaming him. I'll take that. You see he kind of has a post game. He's still got to work on that jumper and his shooting decisions, though. That was just a bad shot. But he could play defense. Look at that fast break. And he could post up players at bigger positions too. Yeah, just bigger positions. Taller players. So that's a really good thing. You don't usually see that on point guards. Good rebound. There's not really anything he can't do. I'm gonna get like 2 more highlights to show y'all what he can do. Here's his 3 game. There we go. This man doesn't know what to do. Trying to keep up with Marcus Smart. That wasn't smart of me to just leave the guy open, but Marcus Smart almost ends that game with a triple-double with only 25 minutes too. He ends the game with 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, a block. Yeah, he went off. He showed why he's the #1 prospect. His teammate, Rich Merritt, didn't have the best game. He is a junior, but he did play pretty efficient, but those turnovers made the game closer than it had to be. The rest of the team didn't do too much. This guy, Christian Anderson, had a nice game, but it was not enough. Not enough to stop the man, the myth, the legend, of course, Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart only played 25 minutes, so he didn't get to guard him the whole game. Next up, we got the High Risers. High Riser versus Long Range. We're going to be looking at a prospect we've been watching for a while now. They're now in their senior season. Brennan Beck, of course. He's not one of the top prospects, but we've been watching this guy play since he was like a sophomore. And he was nice back then, and he's even nicer now. So let's see what he could do. Bang! And Brennan Beck has just only gotten better as time going on, and look at this. And Brennan Beck ends that game with 35, 13, and 4, leading his team to victory. Other teammates and players, they had a nice game. Everyone else was pretty efficient, just not on the level of him. He went off. The other team didn't really do much either, so it was just an easy win for him. This game, we have long shot versus boys of 3. We have one of the top underclassmen, sophomore, shooting guard, already a 5-star, Amadou McCullum. And it's time to see what he could bring to the table, because maybe in the future he'll be playing for us, who knows. I've been getting better at recruiting and learning basics and learning stuff more, so I mean, just maybe we'll be able to get a guy like him. And he has a really good size too. He has to work on that jumper and his defense at the moment. He's still just a sophomore, so he's about 15 years old. But do not sleep on this kid. He is a tough player, great player, and he's going to show it. And they ended up taking the L. Amadu, he had a nice game. He's had a pretty nice season. It would help if he could pass more. So he needs to become a better passer. I definitely say that. That would help his game. But he didn't really get too much help from his teammates, to be completely fair. Reed Whitehead played awful. He's played pretty nice this season, but he played awful. This guy, he played pretty bad. And the other team didn't play good either, but his team just played worse. So they took the L. In this game, we're going to see one of the top centers in high school basketball. His team is 2-4. It's Indy Takers vs. Brick City. But this guy is a really nice prospect. Steven Adams, 7'1", 291 pounds. There he goes, right there. And he does have interest in us, a good amount, but we're not his #1 school right now. So that is kind of a problem. But this is, he's a big man, alright? So he's real strong. He can rebound pretty nice. Pass even a little. Good defense. Set screens. What you expect in a big man, you get from Steven Adams. Here we see Steven with the ball. Crossover. He's heading to the paint. He gets triple teamed. Pass it back. It's going up in the paint. Easy. Nitty. Triple teamed. Oh wow. This is what happens when you play a 7'1", 290-pound center. You just triple team him. He's gonna show off his athleticism on this fast break. Oh! And this guy does not look like he's in high school compared to everyone else. Looks like an NBA player. Steven Adams is gonna end the game 22, 4, and 3. I did expect a lot more rebounds, especially knowing he's averaging 8 right now. But he's been pretty dominant on the court. And he ended up getting his team to win. Other team couldn't really do much. I mean, they were inefficient. His team wasn't very efficient, but he was. He only missed one shot, and it was the shot he was triple teamed, so they could not stop him in the paint. And he only played 9 minutes. He scored 22 in 9 minutes, so they just took him out the whole game. That's crazy. This game we have Nationals versus Equal Justice. Another former prospect we've recruited in the past, Adrian Torres, point guard. And it's time to see what he could do. He does have some interest in us, but his #1 school is Duke, so he's probably going to end up going to Duke University. No way he makes that. Nice defense. Look at that pass, that chemistry. This team has good passing and chemistry. Oh no, why does he shoot like that? This has been a pretty close game. Other team's been scoring pretty well. Adrian. Oh wow. Awful shot. Dang. It's kind of been a tough game for Adrian. Mostly because their defense has just been great though. Adrian Torres balls out 27, 7, 8, and 3. He was pretty efficient too. Man put up 27 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Rest of the team was okay. They were okay. The other team, not so good at all. Let's just say that. This last game is going to be between the #1 prospect and Hot Ice. Flow versus Hot Ice. I want to see the #1 prospect, because you guys know I usually show their games twice, or I just show a good amount. Marcus Smart, 6'6", 250. He is not your average point guard. He wouldn't be your average point guard in high school, not in college, or the NBA, because not every day do you get a 6'6", 250-pound point guard that could pretty much do about anything. So he has a lot of potential. But he has to work on his jump shot and his shot selection. I really don't like his jump shot. Post up. And 1. Damn. Marcus Smart has another really game, ending it with 37, 8, and 6. The other team somehow managed to hold up against this really great undefeated team, and Marcus Smart just ended up coming clutch in the end. The other team was, I guess, just unstoppable offensively, and they had a lot of good players too. So, and the high school basketball championship game is interesting this year because the former undefeated team Flo ended up losing in the semifinals to the Sockeyes. So, Sockeyes versus Poetic Ballers, and I expect neither of these teams to be in here, but they are. I'm pretty sure one of these teams doesn't even have a 5-star, so it's not always about firepower. It's not always the best team that wins the championship. It's the team that works the hardest, wants it the maddest, wants it the most. And, I mean, this is an accomplishment both of these teams are never going to forget. Whoa! That's when bro learned there's levels to this. There's levels. This is only high school, bro. You got this, then college, and then NBA. I really didn't care too much for the high school championship since it was none of the players I was really scouting and none of the teams I was scouting, looking at, that made it, so I didn't care too much, but we still had a nice game. Quincy Tran, a 3-star junior, he led his team in points who tied their point guard, Deron Malone, sophomore, and then Darrell Conklin, he had a really nice game. Then on the other team, the Sockeyes, we got Chuck Sparks, this point guard, he had 21 points. And Darius Bass played nice. Stephon Wright and Whitney Sparks. And of course, last but not least, we have to look at the stats.
give a squiller a candlelight vigil. Couldn't find a healer with a whistle in a line of sight. And he hold the mic like a fist full of dynamite. They wonder how he built the C-No tower, all before 0 hours. Tower. Then he goes sour to scour off the funk and watch the so-called calm cower soft punk. The God is the hardest fella you find. Paid to speak his mind like Father Jealous and Vine. Came to rock the banquet, blanket, along with 2 of the baddest tag stank with blank spit till it raised the beat like an anchor banker overstand the super plays of heat. A wanker, drank a tanker, ank stank ya. Guess what? Chicken head butts hit a rhyme on time like kicked him in an... Oh, the victim had guts. Prepared to stick him, I'll slick him in the cut. Go, sell a spare truck of voodoo. Got it off wholesale, man, smug news spew. So, sell a bare truck of doodle. Foes go to hell in his hair, suck a moo-moo.
Traffic, the flow is graphic with no theatrics. Still rock sold out shows to practice. Call it a walkthrough. The wrong one to talk to. Beef ain't nothing I can't stick a fork through. We break bread, eat good and pour. Cheers, come toast to the one with respect to the utmost on more than one coast. GS check the style, splash to make
Welcome to 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with Clark Kellogg. We're here with the 2K Sports Season Preview Show. Here are the top 5 teams in the nation as we head into the season. The Michigan State Spartans come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by Kentucky, UCLA, Indiana, and Alabama. So Clark, what's your initial impression of our top 5 teams?
Those are some terrific teams, Greg.
Michigan State is in the catbird seat to start the season, sitting pretty in the #1 spot. They've got a whole crew of high school Mr. Basketballs on this team.
The team is usually happy to land one Mr. Basketball, but with the number they have, this could be a golden era of basketball success at this university.
Kentucky is in the #2 spot. These are defending national champions, and they're getting a lot of respect going into this season.
Usually, last year's champs get the benefit of the doubt in the first poll of the next season, so we'll find out soon enough if their position in the top 5 is based on reputation or is warranted.
Indiana starts the year as the 4th-ranked team. They rolled to 2nd place in their conference last year in the regular season.
As good as that sounds, I think it was a bit of a letdown for them. They wanted to come out on top, and they probably still have a sour taste in their mouth from not getting it done.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What do you think of this group, Clark?
The upside of these teams far outweighs the downside.
The Xavier Musketeers, the #10 team, have been a topic of discussion heading into the season. The Mississippi State Bulldogs, the #15 team, have also generated a lot of interest. Certainly. How about this list?
I think there were a few teams that were slighted and should probably...
The Providence Friars, the #23 team, probably deserve a closer look. They bring back 4 starters, and that should pay huge dividends for them this year. The USC Trojans, the #18 team, are also worth keeping an eye on. They're going, as usual, we have a lot of new coaching hires to tell you about as we start the season. The Wisconsin coach is one of the hires that drew a lot of media attention. The Georgia coach also made a move to a new school. Next, we now head to the part of the show where we break down the top players in the nation and show you our preseason All-American list. What you see before you is the cream of the crop in college hoops. What a list. The Indiana Hoosiers are pinning their hopes squarely on this young man's shoulders, Clark.
McKenzie is the first player on the list for good reason. Feels like this guy's been playing college basketball forever. This will be his 4th year as a starter, but I still don't take him for granted. I think this will be his best season of all.
As for our next first team, Kentucky is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Beal is simply a spectacular player. It's extremely rare to see a true freshman on this list. but he has the kind of all-around talent that comes along once in a generation. I just hope he realizes his full potential.
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats, the Arizona Wildcats. Are fortunate to have him in their corner.
James is one of my favorite players in the country. He's a former high school Mr. Basketball he was Texas's Mr. Basketball in high school. He was the best of the best in his state, but now he wants to prove that he's the best in the nation. He has the skills to do it, so we'll keep him on the watch list.
Let's move on to a player who's worked very hard to earn a spot on the list. The Kentucky Wildcats can depend on a solid effort from him each and every night.
David is going to play a huge role in his team's success. He can make things happen on the basketball court thanks to his unique ability to read and understand defenses, while most players are just trying to come up with their next move. He's 3 steps ahead of the game, and that's what separates the good player from the great.
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team. The Michigan State Spartans will probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Patrick is going to have his own personal highlight reel by the end of this season. There's plenty to like about him as a player. He's got that deadly combination of smarts and physical skills that makes him so difficult to defend. The coach's mentality in the body of a world-class athlete. Any questions as to why he's on?
Now let's move on to the second team All-American. Not such a bad list, huh? These elite players all have the potential to have historic seasons if the right pieces fall into place. The Duke Blue Devils have built their team around this young man's talent. I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Fleming was close to a spot on the first team, but there was too much competition this season. In addition to everything else he did to help his team win last season, he led them in assists. It's that kind of unselfish play that has made him such a great team leader.
We can expect to see some amazing performances out of him all year long. The Michigan State, our next All-American, may have designs on the first team by the end of the season. And here we have the final player on our list of All-Americans. All right, Clark, that should do it for us here in the studio. For myself and all of us here at 2K Sports, thanks for watching our season preview. Enjoy all the college hoops action to come, everyone.
Last but not least, this is the roster we'll have going into the season. I don't know why his stats keep glitching out. It's not showing the actual stats.